Call Allah, all glory, honor, and praises due to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakadash. I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles at Great Millstone who teach and rule well. I want to say peace and citations to the hopeful elect. So what we got here is Ringo TV saying he's no longer a Hebrew Israelite. And right now we can see Yahweh, Bashim Shai, sifting out, the undesirables, the 2/3. He's cutting off the fat. Because when you watch this, he's saying he didn't like how when he was a Hebrew Israelite that he was getting hated on, and the world started to hate him and disassociate from him and want nothing to do with him, and like doors were closing for him, opportunities were closing for him, and that like he just didn't have a great experience, being a Hebrew Israelite. The thing is, the world is supposed to hate you, and it says in the scriptures you will be hated for the truth, knowing your heritage. And these times we're going into, especially in the times of Jacob's trouble, if you don't have the covering of Yahweh Hashem Shai, and you quit, you're just going back in the congregation of the dead and being appointed to the sword. And if ultimately he was not of the elect, because he quit. When you're in this thing, in this ministry of Yahweh Hashem Shai, you can't quit. It's a lifestyle. And you really tell that Yahweh Hashem Shai is not dealing with this person, because he has a weak spirit, and them dreadlocks. He has long hair as well, which is not our customs of being an Israelite. So you could tell Yahweh Hashem Shai was like, he got him up out of there, out of this shoot, because Yahweh Hashem Shai doesn't deal with weak men, effeminate men, and he gets us telling the spirit he's a weak man, because he cares about the validation of this world, the love of this world. Even when you're not, I'll say it like this, even when you're not in this truth, the world's still going to hate you anyways. That's just a fact. So it's like, Yahweh Hashem Shai, the Lord got him up out there. And this is why you got to know what you're a part of and count the cost before you come into this. Luke 14, verse 26. This is Yahweh Shai speaking, red letter. Verse 26. If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life, also he cannot be my disciple. So it does not mean literally hate, but you can't put anything above Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, because as the scripture says, the duty of a man is to fear the Lord and keep his commandments. So, and obviously we're not saved by keeping commandments, but that's how we show our sincerity towards Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, by keeping our commandments to the best of our abilities, rehearsing the righteous acts. We're ultimately saved by predestination and faith in Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, and his sacrifice for us. But getting to back to the main point, you gotta put Yahweh Hashem Shai first over everything, over your family, friends, the world, everything. Obviously, if you have a family, you're supposed to take care of them. Do what you need to do. Take care of yourself. Do what you need to do, to survive and live. But just know what comes first. Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai comes first over everything, even yourself. Verse 27. And whosoever do not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. So all of us in this truth, the hopeful, we gotta bear our cross. Being mocked at, being hated, by family, friends, acquaintances, anyone. We have to bear our cross and, do this work of Yahweh Shem Shai, be fishers of men and gather the elect so we could get up out of here and have Yahweh Shai return and set up his kingdom on the earth. Verse 28, for which of you, intending to build a tower, sit not down first and counted the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it? Lest haply, after he had laid the foundation and is not able to finish it, all that behold it begin to mock him, saying, this man began to build and was not able to finish. So if you come into this truth and, you start to work and build, but you're not able to endure to the end and finish, you're going to get mocked and get scoffed at because, you're going back into the world, you know what I'm saying? And people are going to look at you like, weren't you in that belief? Weren't you the Hebrew Israelites? Like, why are you in the world again? They're going to start to question you and mock you. And you're going to put a bad example out there, you know what I'm saying? Put a bad example for, the hopeful elect, the actual sheep, because you weren't able to finish it. Because you didn't actually, sit down and realize what you were a part of. Like, this is a serious business. Like, you can't just one day come into this thing, be serious, and then one day says quit. No, this is a full-time job, 24/7. So, because if you fall out this thing, ultimately you're not elect, and ultimately you're not going to have salvation. You're going to die. That's how serious. It's life or death situation we're in. So if you're in this thing, you got to endure to the end. You got to endure all the way to the end to get salvation. This is Luke 9, verse 58. And Yahushua said unto him, foxes have holes, and birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man had not where to lay his head. And this is speaking about, this is a rough job. Yahushua, he was a carpenter, making money to eat, of course. But he was like homeless. He was a nomad, wandering from village to village, while he had a bounty on his head. The Pharisees wanted to, kill him. And, the wicked, 2/3 of our people wanted to kill him as well back then. So imagine being, a servant of Yahweh and preaching this word and doing the work while being a nomad, wandering from village to village, preaching the word of Yahweh and having people wanting to kill you. Not everyone can do this. This is a dangerous job that we have, that the prophets have. It's always been a dangerous job to be a prophet. It's never been easy. And not everybody can do it. Not everybody's meant to do it. Verse 59, and he said unto another, follow me. But he said, Lord, suffer me first to go bury my father. Suffer me first to go and bury my father. Verse 60, Yahushua said unto him, let the dead bury their dead, but go down and preach the kingdom of the Most High. Verse 61, and another also said, Lord, I'll follow thee, but let me first go bid them farewell, which are at home at my house. And Yahushua said unto him, no man, having put his hand to the plow and looking back, is fit for the kingdom of the Most High, Yahweh. So what Ringo TV is doing, he wants to succeed in Babylon. But as the scripture says, this is not our rest. And Ringo TV is looking back, even though he put his hand to the plow, and he's supposed to only look towards the kingdom and, pushing towards the kingdom and preaching the word of Yahweh Shem Shai. He's worrying about being accepted by the world to make it in this world, even though you are never meant to make it in Esau, Edom's, the so-called white man's world, especially if you're an Israelite. Like, you're not going to make it in this world. You're never meant to. And just because you say you aren't an Israelite doesn't change that you are an Israelite. And to everyone else, you're still an Israelite. So you're not supposed to be worried about being accepted by this world and making it in this world, in Esau, Edom's world, the so-called white man's world, Babylon the Great. You're supposed to be worried about doing the will and doing the work of Yahweh Hashem Shai and pushing towards the kingdom. This is Jude 1 verse 16. This applies to Ringo TV right here. We're starting the King James Bible. These are murmurers, complainers, walking after their own lusts, and their mouths speaketh great swelling words, having men's persons in admiration because of advantage. So these people, Ringo TV is a respecter of men. He denounces the truth, denounces that he's an Israelite. Even though he is an Israelite in the flesh, he can't change that, but he's going to denounce it because he wants an advantage in this world. He wants the validation from the world. He wants the validation from congregation of the dead instead of the validation of Yahweh Shem Shai. The only validation you should care about when you're in the truth is Yahweh Shem Shai, because Yahweh Shai told you that the world will hate you because it hated Yahweh Shai first. And let me read it in New Living Translation. These people are grumblers and complainers, living only to satisfy their desires. They brag loudly about themselves and they flatter others to get what they want. So Ringo TV was speaking on the Hebrew Israelites like they were the worst things to ever happen on the earth. Like they were like wicked people and evil people. And that's just like really not. Obviously, there's wicked groups that, do it for profit and all that. But he's speaking like, hey, we're like the worst thing to ever be in existence. When really that's the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, so-called white man. He's the worst thing to ever touch the earth. Everything the white man touches, the white man destroys. You just look into history itself. So Ringo TV, he doesn't care about Yahweh Shem Shai. He cares about the validation of the world and being accepted by the world. So he speaks evil on us so he could be accepted by the world. Because you can see he has a weak spirit. He loves the validation of this world. And he doesn't want to, give that up. You know what I'm saying? He rather have the validation of the world instead of the validation of Yahweh Shem Shai. And a man like that won't be in this truth for long. John 15, verse 18. This is Yahweh Shai speaking in the red letter. Verse 18, if the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. If ye were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you. And, that's the truth. Yahweh Shem Shai, shows his men, his hopeful elect men, women, and children hopeful elect out of the world. So the world's going to hate the hopeful elect. That's the truth of the matter. You're not going to be liked when you're in this truth. When you tell people you're Hebrew Israelite, they're going to hate you. They're not going to love you. They're going to hate you. They hated Yahweh Shai. They're going to hate you too. Verse 20, remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. So if Yahweh Shai got persecuted, and Yahweh Shai says the servant is not greater than his master, we're going to get persecuted as well, because we're keeping the sayings of Yahweh Shai. Like, you're not in this to be accepted by the world. You're in this to serve Yahweh Shem Shai. And, do the will of Yahweh Shem Shai by serving him, being in this truth and keeping on your watch, being a watchman and warning, Israel. Verse 21, but all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. And for the people that come against the Hebrew Israelites, the actual men of the world that have the truth, which is, Great Millstone and the affiliates of Great Millstone, they don't know Yahweh. They don't know the Father. Because if you come against the Great Millstone and the affiliates, you don't know Yahweh. You're coming against Yahweh and you don't know Yahweh. So, we're not in this thing to be liked. We counted the cost. We knew that the world would hate us because Yahushua told us that, and the world hated Yahushua first. This is just what you have to deal with. And honestly, like, if you're the hopeful elect, like, you just really don't care if the world hates you, because the validation of the world means nothing to you. The only validation that matters to you when you're in this truth is the validation of Yahweh B'Shem Al-Shai. The hate comes with the truth, and that's what you have to just deal with. The hopeful elect doesn't care if the world hates us, because we don't do it for the world. We do it for Yahweh B'Shem Al-Shai and the hopeful elect. Because we fear Yahweh B'Shem Al-Shai. We don't fear the world. So we don't care if the world hates us or the world doesn't accept us. Matter of fact, we love that the world hates us, because that reaffirms we're in the truth. This is Sirach 2 in the Good News Translation. Sirach 2 verse 1. My child, if you're going to serve the Lord, be prepared for times when you'll be put to the test. Be sincere and determined. Keep calm when trouble comes. Stay with the Lord, never abandon him, and you will be prosperous at the end of your days. Verse 4, accept whatever happens to you, even if you suffer humiliation, be patient. Verse 5, gold is tested by fire, and human character is tested in the furnace of humiliation. Trust the Lord, and he will help you. Walk straight in his ways, and put your hope in him. So ultimately, Ringo TV, he wasn't prepared to serve Yahweh B'Shem Al-Shai. He wasn't prepared for the adversity that he was going to be faced with. He wasn't prepared spiritually, mentally. He just wasn't. Because if he was prepared, he wouldn't even care about the hate. Because honestly, the hate and the scoffers and mockers, man, they're nothing. Because in 2nd Esdras, all the unfaithful will die in their unfaithfulness. So the hate, the shit talk, the mockers, we don't care about that. They're nothing to us. That's that's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Jacob's shows are going to get real hard. Is when it's going to get really tough. So if you're getting knocked off your square by not getting accepted by people in the world, by being in this shoot, man, hey, you're not going to last for long. That's just the truth of the matter. So ultimately, Ringo TV is not prepared to suffer in this shoot. He didn't know what he was involved in. This is why you got to know what you're involved in and count the cost. And, know that this shoot is about suffering and about becoming stronger in Yahweh B'Shem Al-Shai. It's not going to be easy making it into the kingdom. It's not. As Yahweh said, straight is the gate and narrow is the way. Few there be that find it. Broad is the way that leads to destruction. So in Acts 14 verse 22, paraphrase, through much tribulation we shall enter into the kingdom of the Most High. He just wasn't prepared. I want to say, call Allah, all glory, honor, and praises due to Yahweh, B'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, B'Hashem, Rakakadash. I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. I want to say peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Lord willingly, I pray that was an edifying lesson. And with that, I want to say shalom.